Hello student, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to study sterilization and disinfection. My name is Dr. Sharad Deshmukh, SS Jaiswal College, Arjuni More. Today we will see the sterilization by filtration method. So in this method, that is a filtration, it helps to remove the bacteria from heat level liquids such as sera and solutions of sugar and antibiotics. So this is only not to remove the bacteria but also useful to isolate the bacteria if they are present in the small quantity or small numbers. So there are number of filters are available. These are the following types of the filter. The first one is the candle filters, second one is the asbestos filter, third one is the sinter glass filter, and fourth one is the membrane filter. We'll study or we'll see one by one about these filters. So let us start first about the candle filter. This candle filter is most widely used for the purification of water. You might have seen at the home this candle type of the filter, because these are the ceramic candle filters which are simple devices made out of clay and used to filter the drinking water in order to remove the turbidity, suspended materials and the pathogens which are in the very common in use. This helps to remove removal takes place by the physical process such as mechanical trapping and adsorbing or adsorption on the ceramic candles which have the microscale pores which will filter out the microorganisms. These are two types are available in the candle filters. First one is the unglazed ceramic filter. The best example is the Chamberlain filter. The second one is the diatomaceous earth filter. The example is the Bergfeld filter. Let us see first about the unglazed ceramic filter, that is the Chamberlain filter. In the Chamberlain filter, the porcelain filters are used. These are the porcelain filters are the hollow unglazed cylinders closed at one end. They are composed of the hydrous aluminum silicate or also known as the kaolin with the addition of the quartz sand and are heated to a temperature sufficiently low to avoid the sintering. And these filters are prepared in the graduated degrees of the porosity from L1 to L13. These are in the cylindrical forms. They are having the largest pores are marked as the L1 and the smallest pores are designated as L13. So depending on the pore size, they are graded as L1 to L13. The L3 filter is probably satisfactory for all types of the bacterial filtration. So it is helpful to remove the most of the bacteria. So in the Chamberlain filter, the ceramic candle filters are effective in removing the bacteria, protozoa, helminths and turbidity from the water. It also removes some viruses, mainly which are in the larger size, and the iron. And taste, smell and color of the water are improved by filtration through this Chamberlain filter. The effectiveness of the filter also depends on the production quality, the initial water quality and the handling practices of the users. So these three factors affect the effectiveness of the filter. But due to the limited flow rate, that is 1 to 2 liter per hour, and storage capacity is less as compared to the other filters, the filters are only suitable for the small families, organizations or the school classrooms. So the water can be filtered in the small quantity. Mainly they are commonly used in the home, that is in the small families. You can see here the candle filter, how it is organized. The inner section has been shown. Now we'll see the next one, that is the diatomaceous earth filter, that is the Bergfeld filter. The Bergfeld filter is a water filter made up of diatomaceous earth, or it is also referred as the Kieselguhr, and it was invented in Germany in 1891, and by 1922 was being marketed in the United Kingdom by the Bergfeld Filter Company. And the Bergfeld was the name of the owner of the mine in Hannover, Germany, where the ceramic material was obtained. That's why it is named after the owner of this company, that is the Bergfeld. And it is made up of mainly the diatomaceous earth or the Kieselguhr. Now let us see the Kieselguhr. What do you mean by the Kieselguhr? You can see here it is the powder form. So this Kieselguhr is a naturally occurring soft siliceous sedimentary rock that is easily crumbled into a fine white powder that can be seen in the picture, and that is referred as the Kieselguhr, or also known as the diatomaceous earth. So let us see some detail about the Bergfeld filter. So Kieselguhr is a deposit of the fine, usually white siliceous powder composed chiefly or wholly of the remains of the diatoms, and it is also called as the diatomaceous earth and infusorial earth. They are prepared by mixing carefully purified diatomaceous earth with asbestos and organic matter and pressing into the cylinder form and drying. So this is prepared by mixing of the three components, that is the diatomaceous earth, asbestos and organic matter in varying proportion. And depending on the proportion of this material that decide the pore size of the filter. These dried cylinders are heated in an oven to a temperature of about 2000 degrees centigrade to bind the material together. So this Bergfeld filter, it is burned cylinders are then machined into the desired shape and size. So when they are heated at 2000 degrees centigrade, they are burned and then these are machined to the desired shape and the sizes. The cylinders are graded in different grades, that is W, that is the dense, N, that is the normal, and the V, that is the coarse. That is depend upon the size of the pores, and accordingly they are referred as the W, N and the V. The grading depends upon the rate of the flow of the pure filter water under the certain constant pressure. So determine this grade based on the filtering the flow of the pure filter water, and they are graded. Now we'll come to the next type of the filter, that is asbestos filter. It is a bacterial filter made up of asbestos and used to sterilize the solutions without the use of the heat. These are disposable single use discs. So in this case, this is available in the disposable form. Once you have used, there is no need to use again. It has to be disposed. So it has the high absorbing tendency and it may be the carcinogenic. The best example of the asbestos filter is the SIS filter. The SIS filter is the asbestos which is pressed together into a thin disc and tightly clamped between the two smooth metal rims by means of the 3-screw clamp. You can see this in the picture how it is clamped in a metal rims. The liquid to be filtered is poured into the metal apparatus in which the asbestos disc is clamped. The solution drawn through a vacuum. The filtering discs are capable of effectively retaining the bacteria and other particulate matter. Now in the SIS filter, at the end of the operation, the asbestos disc is removed and a new one is inserted and the assembled filter is sterilized. The whole filter is sterilized. That's why the disc once used, you have to remove it and you have to discard it. The feature makes the SIS filter very convenient to use since no preliminary cleaning is necessary, because we are using only for one time and the cleaning is not required. So you can see here the asbestos disc and these discs are the fitted in the seize filter, which are clamped in the seize filter. You can see this is the close area of the seize filter. Now we will come to the next type of the filter, that is a sintered glass filter. The here name itself suggests the glass. It is prepared by heating the fusing powdered glass particles to graded size, and this type are prepared by fitting the finely pulverized glass into the disc form in a suitable mold. So you have to take the fine glass powder and it is heated and it is prepared in the form of a disc. The pulverized glass is heated to a temperature just high enough to cause the particles to become a coherent solid mass without thoroughly melting and leaving the disc porous. So just below the melting point, they get adhered to each other and they form a porous disc. This sinter glass filter, the disc is then carefully fused to a glass funnel. As it is prepared in the form of the disc and it is fused or attached to the glass funnel, and it is assembled into the filter flask by means of the rubber stopper. That funnel can be attached to the filter flask by means of the rubber stopper. These filters are also marketed in various degrees of porosity. So this can be seen as the EC for extra coarse, the C for coarse, M for the medium, F for the fine, and UF for the ultra fine. So it is graded as the EC, C, M, F and UF, and this is easily clean and it is the expensive. Now you can see here the sinter glass filter, where inside the funnel you can see the white type of the disc is adhered inside, and that is the basically filter which is added to this funnel. Now coming to the last one, that is the membrane filter. It consists of a pad of organic compounds such as the cellulose acetate or cellulose esters or the other polymers or the polycarbonate mounted in a holding device, what we known as the membrane filter. This filter is particularly valuable because you can see here the most important point, because bacteria multiply and form a colonies on the filter pad when the pad is placed on a plate of the culture medium. When you pass the liquid through this filter, they get adhered on the surface, and when you keep this pad on the culture media, they will form the colonies. So it will help to know the presence of these organisms on the membrane. The microbiologist can then count the colonies to determine the number of bacteria originally present in the material which we have filtered. So they can be used for water purification and analysis purpose. The water which is to be used for human being can be analyzed by passing the water sample through this filter, and you can isolate the organism. Secondly, it is also used for sterilization and for the sterility testing. After process of the water filtration, then that filter water is subjected to sterility testing whether it is properly filtered or not. Then this can also be used for the preparation of the solutions for the parenteral use. The solution which are prepared can be filtered by the membrane filter and particularly for the parenteral use. And this filter, once you have used, can be discarded, and again the fresh sterile filter can be used. So in this way we have completed this membrane filter, and now you can see this disc of the membrane filter which are available commercially, and this is the closed section of the disc, and this membrane filter is used in assembly with the funnel which is kept clamped with the funnel, and that can be used by applying the vacuum to the flask. Thank you. Here we completed the filtration process.